Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got a man. Complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Able to push his way through. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Play, 97. Check, check.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Mostert. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, he it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
3rd and 5.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle.
Taken in at the 22.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point.
Now Watson going to change the look here.
And this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
In motion, Hill. On second down, Mostert.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Yellow, go. Green jack.
Here's Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Waddle, the motion man, right. Back to the running game with Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Chubb on the counter. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Sliding out of the pocket.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. 4th and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Cooper will go in motion. On second down, right back to Hunt.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Now third down and 7.
Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
A chance for Waddle on the return.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for a jump. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. Back to throw, Watson. It's caught, Cooper. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Chubb running right, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Hadn't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Back to throw.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored one.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. Touchdown! Kareem Hunt, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make the...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe it's
to a hit, and the ball is out. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 77 yards. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Play action. Now it's Tua.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Moore, the man in motion. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
The 71 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. Moore, the motion man.
On first down, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a first down throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, Cooper with a nice grab.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Watson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That is caught. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They go with Chubb on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They run it again with Chubb.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
On first down, it's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yellow, zoom.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Blue, go.
Check 33. Scat. Check.
Blaster, six.
Check. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A pitch out to Mostert.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Mike, check 33.
Hey, blue.
I got you, son.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.